Right. So yeah, setup's good. Start position's all very good there. Posture-wise, great. Okay. Turn going back now. There's going to be a little bit of shift. As the club is going that direction, your weight is shift. It's not like you're swaying. You're just sort of just moving the weight through the feet. As I was saying to Slam last time, just sort of feeling a bit of kind of weight shift through the feet. As we get to the top of the backswing, we start getting to about here now. Now we're going to start sort of moving, okay? So you can just see a little bit of a bump there. Just as you start there, just before that club starts coming down. It could be, if I'm honest, a smidgen more, but I think at the moment where you are now, it's kind of, it still feels a lot. And if we go any more now, it'll probably end up being not so good. But again, over time, we're going to start getting a little bit of that sort of drop this way, drop this. Now, when you do that movement that way, it's going into the left heel. Do not get on your left toes. If you start going on your toes, that's when you then start thinking, oh God, my weight's gone forward. I've got to try and throw the club out to the line and bring the arms back in to try and rebalance yourself. And that's when obviously your path then gets a bit outside the line, could lead to the old shankies or whatever, and so on and so forth. So, but definitely getting yourself in a position there now where you're moving. As you come back to the golf ball here now, next frame, there's your impact. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. Hands and arms are left to centre. That ball's just about blurring off, as you can see. Head staying nicely behind the golf ball. Now from here, as we extend up through the shot, we don't want the head to be going much further left. You can extend up through there now. It said belt buckles nearest in the target. Yeah, you're moving that way. You're not leaning forward and then having to sort of step forward with your feet because you're so desperate to get left, because you're so desperate to get that ball flight down, because you want a better strike. You're getting a better strike because of the movement from here to there. Just that little kind of there. You probably can't see your hip. If I get a bit zoom in there, you might see it with a darker trouser, but there.
Yeah.
There. So, exactly. And it is that subtle little move. Now in time that will be a little bit more. I'll show you a clip in a second. If you look at someone like McIlroy, he probably moves his hip from where you are there to about there, but then he's very, very athletic and he can obviously do that. Okay, we need to get yourself into, when you get there, you are moving to that position. He just gets there a bit earlier so he can use the ground to kind of spin up out the shot and use the ground force, as they call it, to get that power. But as you get to there now, there, it's just that kind of little shimmy shake, yeah. But
that's what they use as pressure plates and measurement, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. And that's the feeling that people get when they get to the top of the backswing. They go, oh, when I'm swinging it really good, it almost feels like there's a pause at the top of the backswing. You get to about here, the club starts moving there. It doesn't feel like the club's actually moving, but it's almost like you're separating there. So there's almost like your hands there and your hand almost push away.
Yeah.
It's creating a little bit more extension, sort of like elastic band being and pull back, yeah. That's that kind of extension or separation we're looking for, and the lower half then can sort of start the downswing, having already started moving in that direction before this has started coming back down. If you don't have that movement at all, as this starts going back down this way, the hip can't go that way. It's going to go this way because of the forces on that club head that are going to throw your body back. And that's why I say, if people do it statically and they go, oh, I bring the golf, they know what a good impact position feels like or looks like. Yeah. Want to get yourself in that position there now. But energy on your body is going to cause you to go this way, okay, because you're swinging that golf club very fast in the opposite direction. It's like if you had a basket of range balls and started swinging over your head, they stay in the basket, yeah? If you took a freeze frame with the hands up here in the back, oh, it's really good, the balls aren't coming out, magic. Yeah. If you try to, I'll do that. They're all coming down on your head, yeah? So very often positions that we see, you can't get there statically, okay? When you put speed to it, it's just going to get thrown off here, thrown off there. So it needs to be done in the right sequence and time. You know you've got to get your body moving that way to get the connection, get the strike, get the launch angle. Yeah. But if you don't move there early enough, you can't get there. On the other hand, if you go there too early, so if you start swaying from about here and your shoulders haven't rotated and you start leaning into the ball now, you go this way, and this way, now you're going to hit, now your right foot hasn't gone back, but you're now over the top. And now you're going to get that sort of unmentionable or the pull or the bit of a cuddy one, okay? So getting that right sort of behind the goal as he keeps going back behind here now he's starting to move and just, you're almost like you're falling a little bit this way. Again, subtle little movements, okay? At the moment now it's super subtle. In time it will be a bit less subtle. Yeah. Long term it will be maybe an inch or two of movement. Still won't feel much to you because you'll be just used to doing it gradually a little bit more. The fact you've got some movement's a positive sign. The fact if you weren't doing it at all and you couldn't not do it, but the ball shot you're getting, basically. Yeah. So it shows you are doing it a little bit. Just getting that little bit of movement there now. Back to golf ball, good strike, and then extend up through. Again, that follow-through position there now just looks very relaxed. Right foot's not so much spun around. We've seen in the past before that sort of ankle's almost on the floor, isn't it? It's like, you're like, wee. around there. So yeah,
Like that.
exactly, mate. Yeah. So okay, buddy.
Yep.
Very, very good. Well done, mate.